Well, hey there, folks. How we doing this evening? Smiling Stu coming to you here. Let me just real quick make sure this is turned off so we don't get echo. And we go. That should take care of that. All right. And let me just check the audio settings here. And there we go. So we should be all set there. We should be coming to you just fine at this point. So anyway, let's do a jump back here. Of course, last night we were at the eclipse, so we did not have a live. And then let me tell you, that was just an amazing thing. I'm so glad that I'm in a position that working for myself at home, I can make a decision to just take off for a day like that and drive south to be able to see something like that, because it was a once in a lifetime experience. And, I'm just so glad that I was able to just take off and do it. It just made all the difference in the world. And luckily, my daughter, who works a job that she has to request off from, was able to get it off too. So, but she had to ask for it, and it was touch and go till the last minute. She didn't have that freedom to just go. So anyway, well, let's jump back and start the show off from the beginning for you here. Let's if you're coming to me live or coming to me replay, give me a hashtag live, hashtag replay. I'm definitely noticing this black shirt wasn't the best choice for this evening, but hey, we'll make it work. And anyway, let's just keep on rolling here. So if you got any questions, drop them in the chat for me there. And of course, if you see me over on YouTube, by all means, give me a like and subscribe over there. You'll find me at Smiling Stu over on YouTube. And of course, if you are seeing me anywhere besides the Home Business Freedom group, I would love to have you come join us there. It's the Facebook, just go to Facebook groups and search for Home Business Freedom, or you can use the quick link that I set up for you here, smilingstu.com/group. That will get you there as well. Now, folks, welcome to Home Business Freedom. I am Smiling Stu Sutherland. I am a freedom crusader. I give people the knowledge and tools to build freedom by disconnecting their time from their money and growing a residual income working from home. So, folks, I've got a few things to talk about to you tonight, and just some interesting stuff that it's come up. I've been talking to quite a few people, and some of the things I've been hearing just are kind of interesting. And first of all, I get a lot of questions about, Stu, how much time does it take to run a home business? And, first of all, I want to say there's a lot of hype out there about it. Okay. There's a lot of folks that are, promising 2-hour work days, and that's a hypey kind of a thing that's made to help convert people. Let's see who we got here. We got a Facebook user with us tonight saying, hi, hey there. Hey, listen, if afterwards, don't try and do it right now because you'll miss the broadcast. But when you get a chance afterwards, go back to this post and look up above, and it'll explain to you how to go to StreamYard and actually give them permission so that they will see your name, so that when you comment on a StreamYard run post, it will see your name, and we won't just see you as Facebook user. But we're glad to have you here. Thanks for joining in. So anyway, as I was saying, one of the things we are talking about this evening is the fact that there's questions about how long it takes to run, and there's just a lot of hype out there that are basically designed to get you to sign up but aren't really entirely honest. Okay, so number one, work 2 hours a day. Well, yeah, when you're an established marketer and you plan it, you could probably get away with a 2-hour workday. That's an established marketer who's already done all their setup, already gotten their business to a point where they have a mailing list and they're able to just run that mailing list every day, and that works for them. Now, that's not where you are right from the start. You are just starting to build out a mailing list. You might only have a few names on it. You might not have even any names on it when you're first getting started. So the idea that you're going to work 2 hours a day and make money from that doesn't make sense. Even if the system's totally set up for you, you still have to spend time driving traffic to it. So that is a misnomer. That's a hype right there that's trying to get you to sign up. Work just 2 hours a day. That's just unrealistic. It really is. Hundreds of dollars paid daily. You can make hundreds of dollars a day. Well, Yeah, you can. Once you're established, once you've set up your groundwork, once you've done everything to build your business. But in the beginning, you've got to set everything up. And if you're just working 2 hours a day, well, you can work just 2 hours a day and you eventually will get there. But if you want to get there with any kind of speed, you're going to try and put more into it than that. Um, Done for you. They say, hey, it's all done for you. Just sign up and start making money. We do it all for you. And what they really mean is they set everything up for you. But what typically happens then is you go back to them and say, hey, I'm not making any money yet. And the first thing they ask you is, well, what have you done to drive traffic to your business? What have you done? Well, I signed up for something that was done for me. I shouldn't have to do anything. Well, that's not the case. What they're saying is they'll set up the mechanics for you and make a business for you, but you still have to send people there. Okay. That's not going to be done for you. And if it is, you're going to pay a fortune for them to do it, because you're then talking appointment setters, callers, things of that nature to be able to sell your product for you. So that's an unrealistic hype. So don't listen to that. Hundreds of dollars paid daily. Again, once you're established, yes. And the other problem with a lot of those is they're what they call master resale rights, where you pay a fee to be able to sell basically the thing that you just bought. And it's a one-time payoff and it doesn't have a residual income to it. So it really, if you don't have a residual income built into what you're doing, you really don't have a business. You're essentially an employee. You have to go to work every month. You have to make sales every month in order for that to happen. When you build a residual business, you'll start off each month at the level you were the month before. And that ultimately, once built up, will get you paid on a consistent basis. In my situation, it's every Thursday. And again, it's based upon your production. It doesn't just happen. So the idea that you're just going to get paid daily doesn't make much sense. Done for you again. If you go to them, say you're not making money, they're going to ask you what you're doing to make it work. And so it's not really truly done for you. And they'll charge you an awful lot of money for done for you that isn't really done for you. Make money inside of the next 60 days. Get going on this program, and within 60 days, you'll be making 5 figures a month. Well, that's, again, a lot of hype. Can it be done? Yeah, somebody might be able to take that program and turn it into that kind of money, but that person probably already has a mailing list. That person probably already has a following. You don't know these things when you're comparing yourself to what you see others do. So that, again, hype, make money in so many days. There's nobody that can guarantee that for you. So when you get to the end of all these things, you want to look at the disclaimer at the bottom that tells you, hey, nobody can guarantee this for you. And so really, how much time does it take to run your home business? Well, it takes whatever it takes. It takes whatever you can put into it. The more you can put into it, the more you're going to get out of it, like anything else in life. Just to give you some examples, I mean, it really can be a full-time business. Now, you guys have been following me, and I've been working on a quiz funnel. Well, that's great, but I've probably put 30 hours into that quiz funnel so far, and it's not even live yet. I still have probably another 10 hours worth of work to do on it. I've been working on a chat bot. Well, I've probably put 30 to 40 hours of work into that chat bot. It's semi-live. It is a little bit working, but it still has a long way to go before it's really going to be where I want it to be. So when you come right down to it, I'm thinking about my business all the time, whether I'm working it or not. When I go for my walks in the morning, I'm doing my business. I'm producing content for my business. So I'm working all the time when I have a spare moment to do it. Now, the beauty of that is I write my own schedule. I decide when I work. So if I want to take off for a day and go see an eclipse, off I go. That's as simple as that. I can make that decision. But if I make that decision every day and I don't put time into my business won't be successful. So the other thing that we were talking about actually in one of our masterminds the other day is to master a business or to master a skill takes about 10,000 hours of practice. So think of it this way, somebody like Michael Jordan, okay? He ended up being the shooter that he was and the player that he was because he put in 10,000 hours of practice to get where he was. And so that's one of the things you want to think about and not spread yourself too thin and try and do too many things, because each one of them is going to take 10,000 hours to master. So that's something you want to really think about. A lawyer, even, do you want to hire the lawyer that's right out of school, or do you want to have the lawyer that's had 100 cases under his belt, that's got thousands of hours of experience? Same thing with a doctor. Do you want the doctor that's right out of med school, or do you want the one that's had 10,000 hours worth of surgery experience operating on you? That applies to just about anything in life if you're going to master it. I was a restaurant manager. I'll guarantee you I was 10,000 hours in before I was a great restaurant manager. And even then, I was still learning. So, the idea that you're going to jump on the internet and start a business and make thousands of dollars overnight, working just a couple hours a day or not hardly at all, or it's going to be done for you, or any of that kind of stuff is just hype. These master resale rights that you're seeing all the hype to, the daily pays and that sort of thing, again, they take work. You don't just sign up for them and start selling stuff. You've got to build the funnels to bring the traffic in. You've got to drive the traffic. You've got to make the videos. You've got to do these things. Now, once you're established, yeah, you can probably do 2 hours a day, but you're going to work pretty hard to get to that point. And it's very worthwhile, but it drives me nuts when I see the hype when people are telling you can do it instantly overnight with no hassle. It takes work, folks. And not saying that to scare you off. I want you to understand it takes work, and I want to find the people who want to do the work, and those are the ones I want to help. I'm not interested in the ones who want to turn their computer on and make money in 5 minutes, because it doesn't work that way. That's not realistic, and anybody that's hyping that to you is lying to you. So that's my little rant for tonight, folks. Again, been working on the bot today. I've spent another probably 4 or 5 hours on it today. I got a lot done, but it's still not live completely yet, or not. The flows that I'm working on aren't live yet. And so again, those are things, while I was able to take the day off and run and play yesterday, I'm putting the work in today. So that's the thing, if you're doing it when you're building it on top of a business, yeah, you're going to need to put at least a couple hours a day in to get it there, but it's not going to get there overnight, because the more time you can put in building it, the quicker you're going to get there, or you're going to pay the money to have somebody build it for you. And then you still have to do the work to get the business in there, to get the traffic in there. So anyway, that's my rant for this evening, folks. Smile at everyone you see tomorrow, and we will talk to y'all tomorrow night. Have a great evening. Take care now.